Welcome back to another episode of Up Close. And today, who do we have?
Cyn Chey. Thank you for having me.
So go on and tell us a little bit about yourself. What is it that you do?
I'm a singer, songwriter, model, actress.
Wow, that's a lot. So how did you get into singing?
It was always something I did, but after graduating high school, I realized I'm about to go into the world, so I have to do what I love. And I just followed my dream. But it was always like a part of me growing up. Like I was always singing, I was always...
Okay. Like you used to sing in the shower. When did you realize you actually had a voice that could become a professional singer?
Shout out to my 10th grade drama teacher. She heard me singing one day and she made it mandatory that I sing in the school talent show for my whole grade that year. And she did that because she knew I had major stage fright. Like I wouldn't have done it unless it was going to be something that serious. So I performed and I kept on performing and then I fell in love with it.
Okay, and is there any particular artist that inspired you?
Yes, you already know my girl Riri.
Okay.
I love Rihanna so much. She's a really big role model.
All right. So what inspires you when you say songwriter? What usually inspires you to write music?
Life, my experiences, my emotions, the stuff that people around me go through. Like I get lost in my pen because I don't really get along with people. I feel like I'm a little misunderstood. So my music is like my diary a little bit.
Okay, so when you say you're misunderstood, do you feel like when you don't get along with people, or is it like people telling you you're not really getting along with them, or do you really notice it? Like, how does that go?
I feel like, honestly, I still don't understand life the way that everyone else does. I still feel like I live in a la-la land. So I can be really bubbly and people will take advantage of that. And then I sit there confused, like, why? I wouldn't have done that, but I realized people are not like me. I'm like me. People are people.
Okay. And when did you get into modeling? When did you realize you wanted to be a model?
So I modeled when I was young, but I did not know that's what I was doing because my parents was in control of that. But after graduating and I started to learn the industry for myself, and I realized modeling was another outlet for me to gain my confidence for my music. Because if I can do this, then I can do that. That's how it went in my brain.
Okay. And how have you enjoyed, if you have, modeling in Miami? I know I've seen you all over. We've seen you in magazines, videos. How's the modeling life?
I love it. I feel like Miami is a really good place for modeling. It may not be the best compared to New York and LA, but as far as the weather, the opportunities, it's like a powerhouse. Everybody comes here. So there's seasons for certain things, and for modeling, summertime, peak.
Okay.
So I'm grateful to be here, and Miami has shown me that.
So in Miami, would you say the modeling business is more competitive, or would you say you guys work together? How would you describe it?
I feel like there's competition everywhere, but Miami is so small in reality. So I feel like once you're in, you're in. Whether it's competitive or not. Once you're in, you're going to start seeing the same people in the gigs. You're going to start seeing the same people at events. And once you rub shoulders with the right people, you're set. So
would you advise someone to, when they're a model, to work with an agency or more do it freelance by themselves?
I'd say to start freelancing and networking. Go outside, network, because you never know who you may run into. You can sign with the agency and you could go to an event and the person next to you works for Vogue. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And now your work of networking goes to them. I feel like in 2023, it's really easy to be independent in everything you do. We have technology, we have ourselves, and it's just a different time, you know?
Got you. So we're going to ask you some rapid fire questions about yourself.
Okay.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
What would you consider your ultimate comfort food?
Do you so spot? In English, rice and beans.
Rice and beans. So you Haitian? You talking Creole?
Yes, I am Haitian.
Okay. What would you consider your best physical feature?
My lips.
Okay. What's the worst decision you say you've ever made?
Oh my God, dealing with my ex.
And what's the most important thing your last relationship taught you?
You can love people from afar, and sometimes that's best.
If you choose to get married one day, what would your dream proposal scenario be?
I'm getting married. Okay, yeah, I choose to get married. That's gonna happen. My
Okay.
dream proposal, something private, but like sentimental to us, you know? Like something that I probably forgot, and then like he remembered like the little details. I like that, but definitely private. I don't want like other people to be in my moment.
Would you ever consider being in a long distance relationship?
It depends on our bond. Like if I could really trust the person, yeah, but if it's something that's like rocky, hell no. Can we curse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you rather order in or eat out?
Eat out. I love getting ready. Like, that's my favorite part of anything, getting ready. I don't even have to go out, but getting ready, key.
Okay, so you like dressing up. Would you say it takes you a long time to get ready?
It depends on where I'm going.
If money was no object, what would you buy?
Land. I like to be alone, and I like my space.
Where in the world would you like to travel to the most?
Honestly, Haiti. I have not been there yet. I'm born and raised in Miami, but like,
Okay, you representing the Zoes today.
yeah.
If you would write a book about yourself, what would you title it?
Haitian sensation.
Haitian sensation. What are the qualities that attract you the most in a man?
Oh my God. Protective, but not possessive. A provider, but not somebody who thinking it's a sugar daddy situation. Like, no, that's what you're supposed to do in my brain. If you're gonna date me, that's what you're supposed to do. And somebody who values health. Like, you could be fine, but if you're not healthy, it's not gonna last long. Like, health is wealth. So, those three.
And if you were going to get a tattoo, what would you choose and why?
All of my tattoos are spiritual, so it'll probably be along the lines of that. If I go through like a new spiritual chapter in my life, it'll probably be like related to that.
Complete this sentence. In my fridge, you'll always find.
Wine.
Do you believe in 50-50 in a relationship?
I believe in partnership. Because if one day I'm at 20, I need you to be that 80. So when you're at 20, I could be the 80 for you. If not, if we keep on focusing on that 50-50, I'm not always there, you know? I feel like if we have a like understanding that we're partners, you pick up where I fall at, I pick up where you fall at, and that's how it's gonna keep going.
How would you define great sex?
Passionate, like it has to be passionate. I don't even care if at the time you don't love me at 100. That passion needs to be at 1,000.
Do you believe in gender roles?
To an extent, I believe in freedom though. So, you know, but I do have what I expect for a man in my life to do and what I expect to do for the man in my life. So,
What do you think about open relationships?
as an artist, I feel like it'll be best in your young ages just because like a lot of the times your partner may not agree with like certain things you do. Like if I'm coming home at 4, leaving the studio, most likely the engineer is a man. You know, not every man is comfortable with that. So that's where the openness would be. But when I say open, I don't mean involving other people. I mean like open to what we're doing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like,
So
yeah, I'm not jealous, but I don't play that and I don't share. So no, nobody else can come in. However, you could have your space. Like, we cannot talk for a week if you feel like that's what's needed best. That's the openness, the space, the time. You add another person, just be single. Like, I'm not gonna play those games with you because if I do it, somebody's gonna cry.
Do you believe in sex on the first date?
I believe sex is an energy thing. So if the energy on the first date is there, we fucking. If it's not, you gotta wait.
So when it's all said and done, how do you want to be remembered?
I want to be remembered as somebody who always excelled in what she did, whether it was with my family, with my career, with my spirituality. Like, everything I put myself into, I made happen. And I made it happen on the level that I wanted it to happen.
So go on and tell everybody where they can follow you, listen to your music, see what you got going on in the modeling industry. Go ahead and tell us.
You can follow me on all platforms at Cyn Chey, Cynchey. That's my artist name. You can find me on all platforms. And my main platform right now is Instagram. So you'll get more updates there.
Okay. So thanks for joining us today on Up Close, and we definitely will have you again.
Thanks for having me.
All right.